So, the Ford F-150, most
Mm-hmm.
popular car in the world, most popular car in the United States, biggest seller of vehicles ever. Redesigned yet again, and it's honestly, there's so much new on it. It's almost overwhelming as far as knowing where to start. So, it is an all new redesign. It's not just a refresh. It's not a facelift. It's pretty much a completely new truck. Some things have been carried over. The skeletal frame, the chassis itself is very similar. The engines are still similar, but a lot of them have been revamped. So they have updated power. And then there is the addition of the new Power Boost motor. So not only is Ford starting to go electric with the Mach-E, but they're also integrating it into their most popular vehicle, the F-150. So for 2021, they have the reveal of the new Power Boost F-150 hybrid, which is their most fuel efficient and their most powerful motor, which is pretty incredible. So basically, it's a 3.5 EcoBoost with a hybrid motor slapped between the engine and transmission. On average, it gets 24 miles per gallon. And the power output towing specs is just incredible on this car. Other than that, I mean, as you can see, the whole outside of the truck is completely different. New front end, new rear end. Some things have stayed the same. You'll notice the signature window line where it dips down on the front door, still there. The truck is now wider. The wheel track width is about 3/4 of an inch wider. The truck sits taller now too, which is honestly pretty noticeable. When you get in there, the whole thing feels a little bit bigger than the previous generation. You notice yourself sitting up a little higher. You notice the truck being a little bit wider. So it's a good feeling though, because it gives you that confidence that you're in a big, commanding, capable vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of new features on it. Since we're in the back, we'll start talking about some of the stuff here. So you'll notice on the tailgate is a new work surface, which basically is kind of like what it says. It's a work surface. It's a built-in area that you can work out of on your truck. It's got built-in measurements, built-in little organization pockets that you can put your phone, put screws, put tools on. Little phone holder and pen holder there. One of the other really cool things on the tailgate is on either side of it is a bottle opener, just like on the Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
Super ready for tailgating.
Uh-huh.
Right there, little bottle opener there. Love it.
I love that.
And if you notice on the edge of the tailgate, this one does have the tailgate step, which that's not a new feature. Tried and true tailgate step. 2 buttons, comes out, handle comes out, locks in place, and you just walk right up into your bed. Pretty simple, no need to overcomplicate it, works very well. But you'll notice that on the tailgate too, there's 2 little squares on the top of it there, one on the left, one on the right side. So those little squares are actually places to put C-clamps on. So Ford's doing their research, seeing what they need to do for their updates, and they realize that a lot of people work out of the back of their trucks. A lot of people work with power tools. A lot of people saw wood. A lot of people end up securing stuff to the back of their truck so they can cut it. And they found that the big issue is people are clamping on their tailgates. The tailgate's getting scratched. It's starting to, oxidize and rust and get ruined because it's exposed to the elements. So what they did is they integrated a C-clamp holder on each side. It's covered. It's a lot easier to clamp it on that little space rather than the whole tailgate. And it just makes it a lot easier to work out of the back of your truck.
Mm-hmm.
The other really, really cool revolutionary thing they did here in the back of the truck is if you look on the left side of the bed there, you will see Ford's new Pro Power generator. I'll wait for Brian here in a minute. But basically, it's crazy. Ford has built in a generator to the truck now.
Wow.
So you can get it with or without the Power Boost hybrid motor. The Power Boost is going to give you the biggest, most capable generator. It's going to be a 7.2 kilowatt generator built into the truck that can run for, I think, 36 hours consistently on a full tank of gas. I mean, Ford's saying you can pretty much power a full house on this thing. It has that much capacity. So it's really, really cool. If you don't get the Power Boost, you can still get a 2 kilowatt generator. So great for tailgating, great for working on a job site, great for getting stuff done around the house. But they're saying if you work somewhere like construction, for example, you can plug in your power saw, you can plug in floodlights, you can plug in God, I don't even know. I've never done construction, but 5 to 7 different large power tools that typically you would need to carry a big, accessory generator. You can plug it into your truck now, not have to carry anything around with you, and just run your whole job site basically off of your one truck, which is just absolutely incredible. And then you also have the box link tie downs here, which are lockable tie downs, and you've got the little button for the LEDs in the back of the truck. This one obviously no bed liner, but that's always something you can do spray in, drop in, etc., etc. That stuff you can add in. But yeah, honestly, those are some of the coolest things in the back of the new F-150. The tailgate too, Brian might not know about it, but they just added a power close feature to the tailgate. So you can push the button on your key, or you can just push the button on the tailgate and it'll close. I think the coolest thing is once your tailgate is open, you can just put your knee under it and kick it up a little bit and let it go, and it'll catch itself and close the rest of the way up. So if you got your hands full, you can literally just kick it up a little bit and it'll know you're trying to close it and power close the rest of the way. It's incredible to me.
Yeah, they've really taken a lot of things into consideration. Like if you, like you said, working on a job site, or even how now's the era of DIYs, like the options are endless with what you can do with this vehicle.
Oh yeah. And with the truck, they really know that a lot of people do spend a lot of time in it, whether it's going to work and stuff done around the house. Trucks are the ultimate multi-purpose vehicle. So they're just trying to maximize every little thing you can do with it. I mean, I've heard you can go as far as fully charge an electric car using one of these.
Oh, wow.
Might not be the most efficient thing, but it's doable.
Right.
Running boards, since we're looking at them, have been updated. They now run the full length wheel to wheel. So you have a little extra that you can use to step in your bed. And there's a little button on the back of it too. So you can kick that little button with your foot to open and close the running board. So if you just need to reach into your bed, you can hit that, step up on it, and then open and close it on demand, even if the truck is off. And then obviously if you lock it or unlock it, open or close the doors, they'll come down automatically to, respond to you basically. So this one here is the platinum that we're looking at. So you've got the really nice black and a little bit of tan accents on it, a little bit of Alcantara suede. Still a fully flat floor. The seats will raise up, and you have partition storage underneath the rear seats, which is really cool. Securely, hide things down there. You can lock it. That way people can't mess with it. And then, of course, you got a plethora of chargers and all kinds of stuff in the back, heated seats, cup holders galore, the works.
It looks pretty spacious as well.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, I'm pretty sure this is the largest back seat out of any vehicle that you can get. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but I would wager that pretty confidently.
And I love the contrast with the tan and the black.
Oh, isn't it beautiful? I agree. That's a big selling point to me. Now you can also get, if you do get a platinum, you can get the colors inverse. So you can get tan seats with black Alcantara little fill-in strips, which is kind of cool. For the lighter interior, still gives you a nice contrast, still very sleek, stylish, but different appeal to it. Then, of course, the Ford signature massive panoramic sunroof in the trucks. The whole first half will slide open and give you just a giant opening in the roof. And even if you don't open it, it's just a nice skylight, a little bit of tint to it so you don't burn your neck and shoulders, in the hot sun. But just nice, kind of brings some light into the car, changes the whole atmosphere, makes it a little more airy and open. On the door, of course, you've got your little keypad there that you can use to lock or unlock your truck without having your key. Just run in there, grab something real fast. New door design, which is really nice. Of course, you've got your little swoop for your window, the signature Ford thing, add some visibility. I really like the new button design. It gives you kind of like a real nice cockpit feel where you genuinely feel like you're in the captain's chair of your truck. You're in command. Everything's kind of wrapped around you. There's a bunch of storage. This one being the Platinum, you do have the multi-contour seats, so these will massage you, which is awesome. You know, a long day at work, you get in your truck, you get a nice massage. And this one will have the Bang & Olufsen audio system, so a lot of speakers in it. You got speakers in your headrests, nice silver plates on the speakers, on the doors, speakers on the ceilings. I mean, literally everywhere you look in this truck, there are speakers. Like, don't know how they fit them all. That's a lot of wires, but kudos to Ford for figuring it out, because the audio system in this truck is incredible. And then, of course, you have the new massive 12-inch screen in the middle. Everyone's going big screens. You can't avoid it. Ford kind of did a practical, conservative way. With the new Sync 4, you are able to multitask on the screen, so you can split it and do 2 different things at once. Have your nav here, music here, or any other settings. And it just looks so cool. The first time I saw this, I was just completely blown away. And the fit finish is really nice. It's really clear, really bright, really fast and responsive.
That's a really clear image.
Yeah. And what's cool is, like, if you take your finger, you put it on the nav side, and just slide it to the left, it'll drag it onto the full screen. So it's just a very intuitive system to use. For example, there, boom, boom. So just awesome. Above the screen, you've got a couple cool buttons. So up here, you can control your generator. You can turn on your cameras, do all your basic traction control and stuff. But just cool seeing that little generator button, knowing that you can power literally anything you want. Like, you have a house on wheels basically with you at all times.
You could charge the Mach-E with your F-150.
Literally could. In an emergency situation, it would be possible. And then, of course, the new Ford Signature fold-down shifter. So the reason this shifter folds down is so you can use the work surface that's built into the center console. So on the center console, if you reach to the back of the center console, there's a little latch, and you can actually open that up, and it turns into a table that you can then eat off of, have a computer there, just do work, do whatever, just a nice flat area for you to work in your truck that, you're not hitting buttons on, you're not putting your truck in different modes while you do it. It's the Ford Signature work surface. Awesome little feature. And you can pretty much get it in any truck, whether you have center console, or even if you have a bench seat, they have a version for a bench seat, which is pretty cool. And then massive center console. You can get a safe in there that's built into the frame if you wanted to, which is neat. And it's lockable, so put your stuff in there. I mean, you can put your full laptop in there, lock it up, and know that it's secure in your truck, double locked. That's just so cool, though, how it goes up and down.
Oh, yes, that's so neat. And then, I mean, even if you don't have the work table, it still opens up the middle so much, just not having that there.
Right. So if you're just hanging out, obviously you can't have it down while you drive, but, if you're just sitting there somewhere waiting for food or hanging out, like you said, clears up the middle, gives you a little extra versatility. Then it's just cool. Like, it's so cool.
So it has trimming. I don't know if it's wood or I noticed it in the front of the middle console.
Oh, on the cover there. So that is like a dark black ashwood trim. And then I'm a really big fan of like the aluminum, and I don't even like the diamond plated aluminum that they have like on the hand part there. And they even have it all around, like the silver part on the dash and the bezels. That's all the same diamond plated looking aluminum, and it's just a really clean modern look, especially with the wood there in contrast, and just really makes it feel very contemporary.
I noticed when Brian opened the one compartment, it looked like there was wireless charging.
Yes, so wireless charging in the car in here, so just lay your phone down on the pad, as long as it's compatible, it'll just charge right up. You also do have the new USB-C plugs in there, which a lot of phones are starting to come with those, and they just charge way faster and just transfer data way faster than the old style. And of course, heated seats, air-conditioned seats, heated steering wheel, all the creature comforts like that you could think of.
Seems like there's nothing this vehicle can't do.
Pretty much. It's the most capable F-150 they've ever made. It's got, features on it that other brands have never thought of, like the generator, for example, the hybrid powertrain in the vehicle, zone lighting all around, which is cool. Like you can pick and choose which lights around the car light up and really like illuminate all 360 around the car.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an incredible truck.
I'll say yes, a beautiful truck. Is there anything that we didn't touch on? You've been extremely thorough and done an amazing job showing us this.
I appreciate it. There's one other big thing. So just like the Mach-E, the F-150 also has the new Sync 4 system, which features the over-the-air updates from Ford. And so like the Mach-E, Ford can send new features, software updates, powertrain updates, etc., just in a file to the truck automatically. So this truck, for example, is currently set up with a full Ford Copilot 360 2.0 package where you've got the adaptive cruise control, the lane keep assist, evasive steering assist, where if it can swerve around a car to avoid an accident, the truck can do that automatically. Even lane centering and cruise control, where it basically keeps you in the lane like a little train. It doesn't wait for you to like drift off. It just does it actively. But the coolest thing with the over-the-air updates is in the near future, they are going to push a partial self-driving update where in the car already, they've got a little eye tracker. So they're going to release this update that's going to feature the eye tracking technology in it. So that as long as your eyes are kind of focused on the road as you drive, it will let you take your hands fully off the wheel and it will essentially drive for you as long as you're focused on the road. And I just think that's one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah. If you had a long drive, just, being able to relax and it taking care of it for you.
Mm-hmm. It'll stop, it'll go, it'll steer. I mean, we're really at the cusp of, the autonomous driving revolution, and Ford's really spearheading the innovation of it with the Mach-E, with the over-the-air updates. They're going to have the phone as a key on this and the Mach-E, where you literally use your phone. It works as your key fob. The car detects it. If your phone dies, you put in a passcode, and you can still get in your car and drive without having your key fob, without having your phone. So just, yeah, it's incredible.
An extraordinary truck.